A couple months ago, I got my hands on this, the Lenovo Legion 15ACH6, a laptop that has so much inside of it that requires 4 cooling vents to power it. Yeah, it's a gaming laptop that is meant to perform well for anything you throw at it. Like this video that I'm recording right now is being edited on this machine right here. I've been using it a lot for a lot of different things, like for instance, gaming, video editing, and so much more. However, before we actually talk about how well it performs, we should talk about what's inside of it, like the I/O and the specs. Well, first things first about the I/O is the fact that it's got a lot of ports. Like, seriously, a lot of them. On the left of the machine, we have a USB-C port and a headphone jack. While on the right of the machine, we have a USB 3.2 port and a privacy switch. And on the back of the machine is where this shines with its ports. As it's got an Ethernet port, USB-C power delivery, 3 USB 3.2s, and an HDMI 2.1, along with a proprietary charging cable. Which, by the way, if you're wondering why this machine needs a proprietary cable, well, it's because of its specs. So this machine has a RTX 3050 Ti Ryzen 7 5800H. It's got a 65 watt-hour battery, and that battery is being powered by this. This is probably the beefiest power box that I have seen, and that's because it is a 230 watt AC adapter. What's basically upscaling the voltage from the 120 volts that us Americans have to 230 that this laptop needs to charge, which is insane. Now, some things that's actually cool with this machine is the fact that it's actually got 4 vents for cooling. It's got one on the side, which you can see right here, one on the other side, which you can see right here, 2 on the back, which you can see right here, and this half is basically just plastic wall. This is just all like a mesh. You can actually see the 2 fans right there and right here. And one of the first things I actually did with this machine was the fact that I had upgraded the RAM. And that was because it only came with 8 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, which 8 gigabytes is not really that much in 2022. It's basically the bare minimum now to kind of run Windows with a lot of tabs opened. And with me being a gamer, I want to make sure that I have enough RAM to where I can power OBS and things like Minecraft and Colonial at the same time as streaming, which I can definitely do on here. In the last 2 months, the streams I've made have all been powered by this laptop. So this laptop definitely can do a lot for its hefty price of $1,200. Yeah, for a laptop of that price, you would want it to do what you would want. And I mean, hey, it does come with the cool benefit of having a RGB keyboard, right? I mean, the RGB is cool. Now, I'd say one of the things I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that there's a lot of screen flex. Like, you can see that the screen is actually flexing as I'm moving it, but it doesn't actually impact the performance of the laptop at all. One of the things I actually forgot to mention while talking about the laptop is its screen. Now, yes, so I did bring up the fact that it does flex a lot, but I didn't actually talk about the specs because it's got a 1080p IPS display that can go up to 165 Hz. And it does say it is an anti-glare display, which showing some lights on it definitely does stay true. And it supports AMD FreeSync and NVIDIA's G-Sync, which both of those in my opinion are basically the same. I don't really see a difference between them. And it can go up to 300 nits with Dolby Vision and 100% sRGB color accuracy, meaning that you can basically record videos on it and be able to have some crisp color correction on anything that you would want, on any video that you would want. And yeah, let's go back to the video. And one of the cool things that this laptop actually comes with is Lenovo Vantage, which is an application on here that allows you to do a lot with it. Like, allows you to actually overclock the machine without having to go into your BIOS. And looking at it right now, it says that my laptop can go up to 6 gigahertz for the RAM and 2.10 for the actual GPU itself. While the CPU can clock to 4.45. And I never usually hit that 4.5 mark because I don't do a lot on it at the same time. Like, I don't stream and edit just because I know a machine like this can't really handle it without outputting to like a capture card, which It's nice that it includes a full-size HDMI because it allows me to do that. One of the things I like with this laptop is the fact that it's got different modes. It's got a power mode, a balance mode, and a performance mode. The power mode basically puts everything onto Windows is a low power settings. The balance mode basically just decides on if it's plugged in or not. And then the performance mode is everything's overclocked and the laptop will run like a beast. And that's about it with this thing. That's about it with the machine. It does also come with the HEMIC, which is their sound software. I don't really use that often because I don't really like those. Just because they can screw with your audio a little bit too much without you realizing it. And it can make sound muddy without you trying to. I will say using this machine as an actual laptop and not on a desk, it does work. Though I wouldn't really recommend it, more or less just because you always have to worry about having a charger near you, as it doesn't last too long. Like if you're just chilling out if you're just like chilling out, laying down, or sitting down and watching a movie or playing games, well, you'll probably have the charger with you, but if you're taking it somewhere with you, you basically always have to make sure that you have something to charge it. And it will get pretty hot, especially if you try to do video editing on the go, because it'll turn on its performance mode, which ramps the fans all the way to the max. And with the laptop on your legs, you don't really have any room to give it any airflow. And the speakers on it sound pretty good for a laptop. What you think about laptop? I will say they do sound a little bit tinny when it comes to the high end. Like you can't really hear it that well. But using the HEMIC and doing some audio effects, you can definitely make it sound just a little bit better. But other than that, I won't recommend it as a laptop, but as a portable computer that can take anywhere with you, yeah, I will totally recommend it for that. Because I use it for video editing, or whether I'm at school or if I'm just sitting down, I'll just take out my laptop and start working on something. But yeah, if you guys are wanting a good gaming laptop that you can take anywhere and use it for anything, I will highly recommend this, especially if you go through and you upgrade the RAM and later on add on another SSD or something like that. Because I will say 512 gigabytes of storage is definitely lacking, but it is good enough for basically anything, as most of what fills my storage is videos. So if you're a true hard gamer and you don't like do streaming or recording, then this laptop is perfect. But if you're a content creator, I definitely recommend going out and upgrading the storage and doing all of that. For now, I'm going to see you guys all later. Please go ahead and click this video here and click this one here, and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and do whatever else you need to support me. Share with your friends or something else like that. For now, I'm going to catch you guys later. Goodbye.